is there any fatigue when it comes to this war? Because when it started way back on 28th February, there was a sense that it is just a weekend war, it will get over. Then there was a strong Iranian response. We have seen that globally it's just US and Israel that is essentially part of this war. Europe clearly has said that this is not their war. And the Strait of Hormuz it looks like is shut. So is there a sense that this is a long-drawn battle, long-drawn war, and it is causing fatigue both in Israel and in US? We have seen the resignation as well of a top Trump official.
Well, first of all, I believe we have the oxygen to continue with this for more weeks. We have stated that very clearly in terms of our capability to continue working on the targets, our capability to defend ourselves. The European response, I think, was a pretty mixed baggage. On the one hand, they are pretty happy that we are removing this threat. On the other hand, they are sort of sensitive to the repercussions. They have some political complications, especially in some of the countries that are making them not to be very decisive when it goes to supporting their American allies. I think this is going to have repercussions because President Trump is not very satisfied with this kind of weak response coming out from Europe. But I think that you didn't mention the Gulf countries themselves. I think that the Gulf countries are very keen to see Israel, the United States, succeeding in this effort because they were among the main victims of this kind of Iranian aggression that started not now, but more than 2 decades ago when they started toppling and taking one Arab capital after the other. The fact that in the United States there is some conflict of, or let's say, some people that are not satisfied. I think that by fairly looking at the numbers, you could see that the MAGA constituency supports this operation about 90%, and that this gentleman decided to resign. Wasn't having positions that are conducive to the positions of the president for a long time. So I think that all in all, we are sort of maintaining the course. I think that this war will end when we exhaust our military capabilities. We will at least leave this regime debilitated significantly. We might get more of that, but we don't want to, exaggerate with expectations. We have stated that beyond these two existential threats we want to remove, it is very important to open the way for the Iranian people to embrace their future. That means that we're going to debilitate this terrible mechanisms of oppression within the Iranian regime that have been killing thousands and thousands of innocent civilians. Yesterday, fortunately, we took out the entire command of the Basij people that were in charge, directly in charge, of managing this mechanism of oppression and killing tens of thousands of Iranian civilians, including the head that was giving the orders, that was Ali Larijani. So I think that this gives hope to the Iranian people. I don't know if it will result in a change in the regime or regime change. We do not intend to actively, operationally topple the regime because we are not going to invade Iran. I don't think the United States is going to invade Iran either. But I think that we have quite a good prospect of promoting stability and freeing us from this threat.
Invade means no boots on the ground, if I correctly understand that.
Well, I think that the leaders of our countries have stated very particularly that we might have, special forces working here or there, or the United States might decide that they want to take this place or another installation, but we don't know yet. We have to see how the operation goes on. I don't have the details of that.